First time I sang this song for people was in this room at this festival, before it was recorded. And it's a song about heroes more than it is anything else. And they happen to be my heroes because it's my fucking song. You're welcome to insert yours within reason. But I think it's pretty easy to figure out what kind of heroes are appropriate. There's a lot of my heroes that aren't in this song. You know, Abby Hoffman could have been in this song, and Ewan McCall could have been in this song, and probably, let's see. I know Joan Baez could have been in this. She's my hero because she stood up at Woodstock and she sang Joe Hill for her husband who was locked up that day and couldn't be there for no other reason. They couldn't make him kill anybody and they couldn't get him to shut up. So she gave him a voice in front of 400,000 people. A year later, the movie came out in the States, and if you ever doubt how powerful songs are, if you ever doubt whether music helped end the Vietnam War or not, go read Woodstock. And there's a lot of other stuff from that period. And, you know, if you don't believe music helped stop the Vietnam War, then you're younger than I am. Weren't a witness. That night that we went to see the movie, we went to drive-in movies because there was a lot of us and we couldn't afford to go to the indoor ones. And we lived in Texas and there were a lot of them. And they had these big ones in the late 60s that were 4 screens, and you went in and you could pick the movie that you want to go to. And you know, sometimes I could sneak off and the other screen and say I was going to the snack bar and see a movie I wasn't really supposed to see. This particular night, just trying to get 5 kids and my mom all by herself a job out the door. We got there late and the only movie that there was any space left in was Woodstock, which pissed my dad off, but he promised everybody a movie and to avoid a mutiny. We went in and he parked. And I don't think he was all that impressed with Jimi Hendrix, and I'm pretty sure he wasn't impressed with Country Joe and the Fish. But Joan Baez got up and she sang Joe Hill, and then she took her guitar off and she sang Amazing Grace a cappella. My dad was a singer. He had a radio show. He had this quartet in his hometown when he was in high school. And you know, he only knew Joan Baez as a character in a mean-spirited cartoon called Little Abner. And that night, I think we'd gotten pretty crossways because of the war, and he was a government employee, and I had been photographed in front of the Alamo on top of a flatbed trailer at a Vietnam Vets Against the War rally, singing "Feel Like I'm Fixing to Die Right," as a matter of fact. We lost my dad a couple of days after Christmas. And it was weird because when he got sick and went in the hospital this time, I was making a Joan Baez record. I was producing a Joan Baez record. And I remember telling her that story, and I cried, and she cried. But it really is proof, you know, when you do this for a living, every once in a while you get the proof right in your face that, yes, I am one of those fools that believes that music can change the world. But like I I said earlier, you never end any war by listening to music. You gotta sing. It's Christmas time in Washington. Democrats rehearsed, getting into gear for 4 more years. But things not getting worse. Republicans drink whiskey neat, think they're lucky stars. They say they cannot seek another term. There'll be no more FDRs. And I sat home in Tennessee, staring at the screen, an uneasy feeling in my chest, wondering what it means. Come on, so come back. Would it got yeah, back to us now, till wine paradise and rise again somehow. You run into Jesus, maybe he can help us out. Come back, would it got. That's pretty damn good. But remember, we are trying to, end the war that's like, we're over halfway to Vietnam now. I've yet to find a way that this war isn't exactly like Vietnam so far. You gotta sing loud, and you gotta sing long, and you gotta keep singing until people hear you. And I want to congratulate you. I think you got, a chance to get your guys out. And I know here in Scotland you've been hit harder than a lot of parts of this country. You're picking up a lot more boys than a lot of the rest of the island. So I followed many footsteps once. It's back in my traveling days. Somewhere I failed to find your trail. Now I'm stumbling through the haze. But there's down now and a man can't get around. So I sold my soul for wheels that roll. Now I'm stuck here in this town. Come on, so come back. We'll go down the road and tell them people in Glasgow sing like revolutionary. Woody, there's foxes in the hen house. Cows out on the our unions have been busted. Red banners torn. But if you listen to the radio, they'll tell you all is well. But you, me, Cisco, no, it's going straight to hell. So come back in the Goldman, rise up, old Joe Hill. Barricades are going up, they cannot break our will. Come back to us, Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. We're marching marching in December by the bells of freedom. Come down